everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful and misunderstood metabolic states, ketosis, when your body starts using fat for fuel instead of sugar. Understanding how ketosis works and how to measure it will help you achieve real, lasting fat loss with consistent energy and focus. What is ketosis? Ketosis is a natural metabolic state where your body switches from burning sugar, glucose, to burning fat and produces molecules called ketones in the process. This shift happens when you reduce carbohydrates significantly, you go longer between meals, and your glycogen stores get used up through movement or fasting. Your liver then converts fat into ketones, your body's alternative fuel source. What are ketones? Ketones, there are different types of them, but especially beta-hydroxybutyrate are powerful energy molecules made from fat. Here's what's amazing. Ketones generate more ATP, which is your body's energy currency, than glucose does. That means more efficient energy production, especially for high demand organs like your brain and your heart. Your heart runs more efficiently on ketones. Your brain gets a stable fuel source, supporting better focus, clarity, and mood. What's the role of insulin there? To enter ketosis, insulin must stay low because high insulin blocks fat burning, remember? But we're not aiming for zero insulin. Insulin plays a critical role in muscle building and repair, for thyroid and hormonal balance, and glucose regulation. We want balanced insulin, not too high, not too low. When people restrict protein too much, often in an attempt to do keto properly, they can stop stimulating enough insulin altogether. This leads to something called reverse insulin resistance, where the body produces too little insulin. That affects muscle maintenance, metabolism, and long-term insulin sensitivity. That's why we make adequate protein a cornerstone of this program, to keep insulin working for you, not against you. Now, a lot of people have tried keto diets and come and say, oh, I tried keto, it doesn't work. The problem is that the people who think they're doing keto still aren't burning fat, and here's why. Number one, they eat too much fat with protein. So if you have large amounts of fat and combine them with protein, it slows down digestion and keeps insulin elevated for longer, which blunts the ability to burn fat. Number two, they eat too little protein. This leads to muscle loss, fatigue, and poor insulin signaling, even while carbs are low. The third reason is that they're not really in ketosis. They assume they are because they're eating this keto type diet, but without testing, it's just guesswork. Breath and urine tests aren't reliable, and many people never actually reach nutritional ketosis. What we do differently. In this program, we take a measured, evidence-based approach. We focus on lean meat with some natural fat, no added oils. We prioritize protein for metabolic and hormonal health. We use strategic fasting to lower insulin naturally. And we encourage tracking, so you know what's really going on in your body. For accurate tracking, I recommend to use a ketometer. And it has to be a blood ketone meter because this is the only way you can accurately measure ketones. It's not mandatory, but I really strongly recommend it because it gives you accurate feedback on whether you're in ketosis. It also shows you the degree of ketosis, if it's light, moderate, or high. And it's a great way to track how your food, fasting, or stress affects your metabolic state. I will show you how to use it in a later video and how to interpret the numbers and use this data to guide your journey. So there's no guesswork and no gimmicks. So let's quickly recap. Ketosis means using fat and ketones for energy. Ketones produce more energy than glucose. Your heart and brain prefer ketones. Balanced insulin is key. You don't want too much and you don't want too little. And many keto diets fail due to fat overload, low protein, and lack of real ketosis. Unless you're using a blood ketone meter, you don't really know if you're in ketosis. In this program, tracking is strongly encouraged to guide and personalize your journey. In our next session, we'll look at how to gently ease into ketosis, signs that fat adaptation is working, and how to adjust based on your ketone readings and results. See you then.